Enchilada, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the most common causes of limp curls plus how to fix them. So there are 7 main causes of limp curls, and these include using too much product, using heavy products, having buildup, humectants like glycerin, humidity, moisture overload, and not enough hold from the products that you're using. So those are the top 7 causes. Now we're going to go into each one, talk about each one, and share with you the fixes for each one of these. So first up is using too much product, and this is probably the most common cause, especially for people who are new to embracing their curly hair. They will often go to Target, which everybody likes to go, and buy all the Shea Moisture and Cantu products and then layer them on their hair, whether they have 4A hair or 2B hair. You know, these are the wrong products for type 2 hair. And then they're going to wonder why their hair is falling flat. And it's because they're using way too much product and the products are heavy. So, especially for people who have thinner, wavier hair, a looser curl pattern, low density, meaning not a lot of hair, very fine hair, you're going to want to go with less products. You don't need to layer a bunch of moisturizing products on this type of hair because it's very easily weighed down. This is also the case for anyone with low porosity hair. And low porosity hair is not very common, but it's the hair type that doesn't absorb things easily, so it takes a long time to get wet. It takes a really long time to process color treatments. So all those hair types are very easily prone to build up, and using too much product is usually one of the reasons that your hair will fall flat. So try being more light-handed. For example, I use only a nickel-sized amount of styling products, and I know I only use one styling product. I know some people like to layer 2, 3, 4, but less is more with certain hair types. So if you are struggling with flat curls and you have fine hair or very low density hair or low porosity hair, then you might want to experiment with using less product and see if that works for you. Next is using heavy product, which is very similar to using too much product. But heavy products are those that are heavy in oils and butters. So products that have lots of oils and butters in them. And I talked about this in another video and blog post, how to tell if a product is lightweight or heavy. So I will link that up here so you can check that post out or that video out. And this is a pretty obvious solution. You're going to want to go for lightweight products. And in this case, you might even be able to layer some products if they're all lightweight. But yeah, this is a very simple fix of just avoiding heavy products. That's it. So no Shea Moisture, no Cantu. Those are really heavy products. And again, this is for not necessarily all hair types, but some hair types are just more prone to being weighed down and having buildup. And so that's going to apply to you. Now, buildup is super common. And this is for the same reasons that we just talked about. If you're putting too much product in your hair, if you're using heavy products, or if you have hard water, then you're going to get buildup. Aside from, everybody gets buildup anyway. My hair keeps getting stuck in like my lips. So annoying. Everybody gets buildup no matter what. That's, you can't really avoid it, but you're going to have way more buildup a lot faster if you're using heavy products and too much product, and if you have hard water. So you want to make sure that you're clarifying on a regular basis. Use a clarifying shampoo. Give yourself a maintenance schedule, every month, every 2 months, whatever it is that works for you. And if you have hard water, then you want to make sure that your clarifying shampoo is also chelating. So something like the Ion Hard Water Shampoo or Malibu Wellness, I think is the shampoo. Malibu Sea Wellness, something like that it's called. Those are clarifying shampoos that are also remove hard water buildup. So not all clarifying shampoos will remove hard water buildup. So make sure that the one that you have does if you have hard water, and a lot of people have hard water and don't know it. You can check this by searching for information online about the county that you live in. You can just check the shower head, the faucets in your house, and see if they've got any of that white calcium buildup around them. The bottom of your pots and pans will have it as well. So that's how you know if you have hard water. Okay, humectants and humidity, I'm going to kind of combine these two because they work together. So humectants are products that attract moisture, or not products, they're ingredients that attract moisture. One of the most popular common ones is glycerin, and you may have heard of some people avoiding glycerin altogether, and this is why. For some people, when they use glycerin, their hair just falls flat right away, or it gets really frizzy. And this is because the glycerin is interacting with the environment. So if it's too dry or if it's too humid, then this is going to happen. And if that's the case, you want to make sure that you are using your final styling product, if you use glycerin and like your leave-in or your curl enhancer, that the product that you're putting last on your hair is really going to seal it in and create a barrier between the glycerin and the environment. So something like a hard hold gel would be really good for this. And this is pretty much, I mean, if you live in a humid environment, this is what you want to do anyway, because the humidity like wreaks havoc on our hair. I know, I live in Florida. So a hard hold gel like Giovanni LA Hold, yeah, that's the name of the gel. That's a really great hard hold gel that doesn't have any humectants in it. If you want something a little less, not as hard hold, more like medium to hard, would be the Trelux High Definition Gel, which I think is a little more moisturizing than the Giovanni LA Hold. Jessie Curl Spiralaceous is another good option. I've heard that that gives a really good cast. So you want to make sure that you're layering a hard hold glycerin-free or humectant-free product over anything that does have humectants in it. Okay, moisture overload is another problem. This is what happens to me. My hair does not like a lot of moisture, contrary to all of the advice that you see online that says that curly hair is in dire need of moisture. Mine is not. My hair hates moisture, and the more moisture that I give my hair, the more stretched out my curls become. So I have to be very careful that I am not using very moisturizing products. I don't use a leave-in most of the time. I can even skip conditioner and get away with that, although I know that's not really good. If I skip conditioner, I do a leave-in, so I don't skip conditioner and leave-in. But I don't use curl creams. I don't use any moisturizing styling products. I mean, something like a mousse or a gel, and I'm good. That's what my hair likes. Anything that's super moisturizing, just, I mean, it might look good at first, it might give me good definition, but within a couple of hours, my hair will just be flat. It'll fall flat. It'll be like stuck to my scalp, and these curls will stretch out and be more waves than they are curls. So that happens to some people who are using way too many products that have a lot of moisture in it, or products that are really, really moisturizing. If you're deep conditioning really often, you may not need to. So if your hair is really soft and it's fluffy and frizzy and it's falling flat and it doesn't feel dry, then cut back on the moisture that you have in your routine. You can up the protein as well to kind of counteract that and balance your routine out a little bit more. But yeah, you don't want to have too much moisture if you don't need it. Okay, then we have not enough hold. And so this is if you're using products like mousses and maybe just a curl cream. That's not going to provide a lot of hold. And for some people, that's fine. But if your curls are falling flat and these are the styling products you're using, that could be the reason why you may need something like a gel. I'm always going to recommend the gel. I feel like the gel is the solution to all these problems. The gel is going to have more hold than any other styling product, or a custard. A custard is like on a slightly lower level than a gel. So if you don't want to go full-blown gel, go with a custard. This is going to give you a lot more hold that will last over a couple of days, and it will help for your hair not to fall flat. Especially with people who have a loose curl pattern or have really fine hair where it tends to get very easily disturbed and just stretch out into a wave. Gels are really good for holding that spiral. So those are all the possible reasons that your curls could be falling flat, along with their fixes. As usual, I have this all outlined in a blog post, which I have linked below. I hope you enjoyed this video and that these tips were helpful for you. Let me know in the comments. If you want more content on clean beauty and curly hair, then subscribe to my channel, hit the like button on this video, and I will see you in the next video.